So, a recap of week 5. We had 4 runs total. We had 3 miles on Monday, 4 miles on Wednesday, 1 mile Thursday, and then 5 miles on Saturday. And this week was a lot harder than what it has been. It was just a lot harder for me to just get out and run. Once I started running, I felt pretty good and I was able to keep going, but just the process of getting out, getting my shoes on, getting dressed and going, just getting out, that was a lot harder because I kept putting it off, I kept putting it off, I kept putting it off. But the runs themselves are actually better than what I was anticipating. I was expecting them to all be terrible, which is why I was putting them off as much as I was. Monday's run was 3 miles. I've been trying to do better at pacing myself, at keeping the same pace throughout instead of starting off too fast and then having to slow down as I keep going. And so on Monday, I was really trying to do that in the 3 miles. And I did not do that. But I didn't slow down, which is what I've been doing. What I've been doing is I start off too fast and then I'm not able to maintain it, and I slow down by at least 30 seconds, if not closer to a minute by the end of my run. And so on Monday's run, I did the opposite. I actually started speeding up as I went, which was a pleasant surprise. But I was pleasantly surprised by that. And then on Wednesday's run, I was really, really trying to keep the same pace throughout. I was really working even harder at it. And I was a lot closer. I was running 9:24 for mile 1, 9:22 for mile 20, for mile 2, I'm sorry, and then mile 24 again for mile 3, and then I was 9:14 for mile 4. So even in the last mile, I'm speeding up and I'm like, even though it's nice to finish faster, it's still so annoying because I'm getting so close to being the pace that I wanted. I'm getting closer and closer to being consistent, but I'm not quite on target. And then for our 1 mile run, it was just kind of an easy 8 miles. I was sore from the 4 miles the day before. But after I got warm, I felt pretty good. We were able to run it in 8 minutes and 4 seconds, I think. So I wasn't really pushing myself, but I wasn't really not trying either. Like, I was working, but I wasn't working super hard. And then on Saturday's run, I was trying to do a split. I was trying to do a mirror split. At least that's what I'm calling it. I'm not really big in the runner lingo, so I could be totally using the wrong terminology. But I started off with I wanted to start and finish with a 9-minute mile. And then I wanted to run, so for miles 1 and 5, I wanted to run at a 9 pace. And then for miles 2 through 4, I wanted it to be around 9:30. And so for mile 1, it was 9:04, which is on target. Mile 2 was, I think, 9:31. And so that was on target. And then mile 3 was, I think, 9:22. And then mile 4 was, can't remember off the top of I think it was like 9:14, and then mile 5 was like 8:57. And so I still wasn't on target for what I was wanting to do. I'm getting faster, which is nice. And so I don't know if I just need to start to speed up just all the way across, or just to work hard on being more disciplined. But I'm faster than what I'm thinking I am, and that sounds really arrogant, but I'm trying to keep the same pace and I keep on going too fast. And so I'm figuring if I speed up by a few seconds that maybe I can maintain that pace throughout. I don't know, just trying to figure this out as I go. But I had so we're in week 6 now. Maggie and I had one 3-mile run on Monday, yesterday. And then we have a 4-mile run tomorrow. And we have a 2-mile run on Thursday, and then 6 miles on Saturday. And so the furthest I have ever gone in my life is 6.5 miles running straight. And so this is our last week of going within I guess, known territory is what you would say. After this week, I am running 7 miles, which I've never done before. After that week, I'm running 8 miles, which I've never done before. And so I'm getting closer and closer to testing my body, or pushing it to, I guess, its limitations, and seeing how far those limitations are. It is getting harder to run, but I'm just working hard on trying to remember that this is something I enjoy. It's something that Maggie and I enjoy doing together. And it is a positive thing instead of something that I have to do. But yeah, so that's a recap on week 5. Week 6 is going to be coming up. Not quite halfway done with week 6, but still one run in. I'm feeling pretty good. So let's see how this goes. But I'm feeling good, all things considered. I hate running 2 days in a row, but I'm hoping it'll get easier as time goes on. If I get better at pacing myself, it should be easier to do the more I do it. So that's the recap. So tune in for week 6 coming up. Stay tuned.